how you doing? This is Floyd Lawson, coming to you right here in Mount Airy, North Carolina. I'm at the Loaded Goat. Oh, it's a nice place. Not only that, there was a movie filmed here, Mayberry Man. Yeah, you can come, just like they did on the Mayberry Man movie, and eat at the Loaded Goat and have a nice dynamite burger or one of their other burgers. Voted one of the best hamburger places in all of North Carolina, right here in Mount Airy. Oh, and when you drop by, be sure and tell them Floyd sent you. Yeah, maybe well, they probably won't do anything. Tell them I sent you.
Whenever I see one of these babies out front, it reminds me of the time that I tried my hand at real estate. You know, it's not as easy as it looks, and hiring the wrong agent can really cost you. That's why I go with the fine folks at Values Driven Realty, Central Indiana's finest. At Values Driven Realty, they follow the golden rule. Treat other people the way you want to be treated. So if you're thinking about buying or selling a home, make sure you give the folks at Values Driven Realty a call, or look them up online. And make sure you tell them the old Mayberry deputy sent you.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, hello. People are always wondering where Floyd gets his haircut when he's not in Mayberry. Well, I dropped by Great Cliff, of Central Indiana and Louisville. Oh, nice. Oh, it's good. Yeah. They have, I've always wanted 2-chair shop. They've got a bunch of chairs. Oh, it's nice. Yeah. It's going to be great at Great Cliff.
I guarantee this. If you love the Andy Griffith Show, you're going to love Mayberry Man.
And welcome to another Wednesday Night Live. I'm Court Howell, and tonight we have some exciting stories from Hollywood. That's stories from the set when we were shooting Mayberry Man, the series in Los Angeles. So I've got some videos to share with you. And if you're not familiar with Mayberry Man and the history of Mayberry Man, it was, of course, a movie inspired by the Andy Griffith Show. And now we've spun it off into a series that's currently in production. So if you're new here, that's what this is all about. So this channel is about all things Mayberry Man. So the movie, the series, and all that. So we appreciate you stopping by. And, if you're new to our YouTube channel, be sure to hit subscribe and join the many people who are here to just enjoy Mayberry, all things Mayberry, and wholesome family entertainment, which is what our goal is. So I'm going to just jump right in. So we don't have guests tonight. We have guests by video. So I've got some, these are behind the scenes interviews and some behind the scenes footage during production that I think you'll enjoy. So let's get started.
Action! I'm a professional cheeseball.
We're gonna say Mayberry Spirit on 3. 1, 2, 3, Mayberry Spirit!
Would you care for a sandwich?
So in the new Mayberry Man series, it's really great because I get to play a filmmaker who's actually made it. He's got a 3-picture deal from a big studio. So I drive into the studio with my cherry red Porsche, and believe it or not, Chris Hudson, my filmmaking partner, and I run into Chris Stone.
Chris Stone! Greg!
Hey, Craig.
From Mayberry Fest.
We get to invite him to my 12,000 square foot Tuscan mansion pool party. And he comes because he's sort of down on his luck at the time, thinking about his life and his career and his lady. Here we are, my house. Greg Shelster here. Decided to invite my down and out friend, Chris Stone, otherwise known as Brett Varvel. And we're here on the set of Mayberry Man, the series. This is the pool party scene. And I'm always this tan, my teeth are always this white, and my personality is always this charming. We have a great time. We kind of, party it up at my pool party, and then sort of at the end, I get my alone time with Chris Stone as we're, sort of watching the sun fade into the horizon, and I sort of give him my advice on women and life.
Here, trying to find some answers, and Greg Shelster over here, he's trying to provide me some hope, some encouragement.
Sure am.
And maybe a beverage or two as well.
Yeah, he's here to drink and have a good time, so I'm gonna get him a beer. Of course, I get one of my ladies to do that.
We've come a long way since our days in Mayberry.
That's true.
You especially.
I mean, look at my place, 12,000 square feet, baby. 3-picture deal, TriStar Pictures.
Oh, that goes well with your tri-tip that's cooking in there.
Oh, that's right. See, TriStar, Tri-Tip, I see what he did there.
Yeah.
So we had some fun there at the pool party, which it was a cold November morning. The pool was unheated. We had people in the pool. We had unusual winds. It was like a Santa Ana condition going on, but yet it wasn't a warm Santa Ana. So we had intense winds and all sorts of stuff, but we got it done and had some fun. And if you were part of the Mayberry Man movie, you might have noticed the waiter at the party was Jefferson Denham, who worked as an assistant director on the original Mayberry Man movie. You might have seen Sarah Howell, my daughter, who worked on the movie also as one of the extras on set. And when she showed up to the pool party day, that was her first time showing up on set because she's in graduate school and she's busy. But she showed up and things were going so smoothly. She said, I would work on this set. And so she actually ended up working the rest of the production when she had time. So a lot of fun at the pool party. And, Greg Schell did a great job. I think he went in and asked for the Donald Trump tan. So he was very tan anyway. So let's move on. I've got let's go to the back lot of the studio where we actually shot on a back lot, and let's catch up with the Floyd tribute artist, Allan Newsome.
Scene 52, take 7, pickup, A-cam.
Action. Hold it, everyone, hold it, quiet. So in Mayberry Man the series, we pick up basically after Mayberry Man the movie, and we get to see what happens to these people in their real lives. Because in the movie, we were Barney and Floyd most of the movie, and in the series, you get to see what happens the day after the Mayberry Fest, where we all have to go back to work, and I'm the town manager, and Warren has a job as well that keeps him in uniform. So it's really going to be fun to see what these people really do in their real lives, and how much like the characters they portray as Floyd and Barney they really are. Never expected to be in a movie or a TV series, period. The movie was all shot on location. And this experience is getting to actually come to a real studio and film on a back lot. It's different. It's just a different experience. More like we're actually making a TV series here. So it's just I'm an electrical engineer in my real life. This is not the kind of thing that most electrical engineers do. Dress up like a barber. I'm pretty sure there's probably one person that does that, me. And it's just been an amazing experience to be able to come out here and just see all these trailers and the facades for this back lot. And here I am walking down this same streets that TV shows like SWAT and others have been filmed on. Electrical engineer from Alabama who dresses up like Ford the Barber for Mayberry events. How did this happen?
And I've got to be got to have full disclosure. So we set up for those interviews by the trailers that were not ours. We were a low budget production. But so I said to Allan, let's get a shot of you like going up the steps, like you're going to go in the trailer. And he went up there and just pulled on the door and it opened. And the next thing you know, I think he and Rick Roberts, moved in. But we had a lot of fun on the back lot that day, and it was a great time. And so here's another message from Ashley Elaine, who was also excited about being on the back lot. So let's hear from her.
Oh, this is really exciting. We get to shoot at Santa Clarita Studios in the back lot for Mayberry Man the series, which is super fun. It just makes you feel like you're really filming something in Hollywood. For me, I'm most excited to see the continuation of Kate's story. I feel like in the movie, a lot of questions went unanswered about who she is, and now in the series, you get to see more of her life and all of her challenges that she'll encounter, and for her to really find out what she wants and who she is as a person. I love being a part of this project because for me, I only want to do wholesome family entertainment, and that's what this is. I can watch it with my whole family and my daughter, and I know that it's going to just be good, clean fun. I just hope that everyone falls in love with this project like I did, and that we can continue to make family-friendly entertainment that's much needed in this world right now.
All right, so we actually have more in-depth interviews. These are just little snippets that we pulled together for tonight. Someday, eventually, we'll get to editing the full interviews and put together a full behind-the-scenes video. We've got tons of materials, tons of great material, behind-the-scenes footage, all sorts of stuff. You'll see some more good stuff tonight. So again, if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you hit subscribe. We're trying to build our subscriber base so that we can tell people about Mayberry Man. And the movie, Mayberry Man movie, is coming out. It's been out on a limited release on Amazon Prime, and we did some short theatrical run. But now, since we got a distributor, it's going to be distributed on all sorts of platforms coming up beginning January 2nd. January 1st, it's going on PureFlix, which is a subscription-based program, kind of like Netflix, but for faith and family. And then on the 2nd, it'll be available to rent and purchase on iTunes, Google Play, all these other platforms. So we're just trying to ramp up the word, get the word out that Mayberry Man, the movie, is going to be everywhere soon. And so make sure you let people know. Also, the DVD is on sale at weaversdepartmentstore.com. Weaversdepartmentstore.com, 25% off. So if you want a DVD, head over there. But let's now, I want to share some interviews with some true Mayberry Andy Griffith Show legacies. So the first person we're going to hear from is Laura Hagen. Now, Laura was married to Earl Hagen, who did the music, the whistle theme, and all the music for the Andy Griffith Show. And she's been super generous to allow us to use the music from the Andy Griffith Show in the film and then now the series. So she's been a great supporter of our project. And we even found a part for her in the new series. So let's hear from Laura Hagen just briefly, and we'll talk a little bit more about her role in just a second.
I am so delighted that you guys are doing this. My husband was the composer of the Andy Griffith theme, and I'm delighted to be part of the show. I played the director for Chris Stone's movie in LA, and great fun. And being able to offer the music for the project is just to my delight. I'm so happy to be able to do that. Watch Mayberry Man. Don't miss it.
And Laura's support has been really driven by her desire to just keep awareness for Earl's music. I mean, his music was really incredible. Dick Van Dyke Show and other shows of that era. And it's just great sort of swing, big band, jazz kind of stuff. And it was such a part of the Andy Griffith Show. And so we've tried to put that element into what we're doing. And she's been just so generous with helping us do that. So, so another legacy involved in the project this time is George Lindsay Jr. and son of George Lindsay, who played Goober, obviously. And he was supposed to be in the movie, but the COVID pandemic and all that, there were health issues, concerns. George wasn't sick, but there were issues surrounding travel and all that. A lot of people that were supposed to participate weren't able to participate in the movie. But that's what's so great about the series is now they can be part of this. And so George Lindsay Jr. has a part in the series. So let's hear from George.
not the time to stop acting.
Yes! Yes! Sorry.
My connection to the Andy Griffith Show is my father played Goober Pyle on the Andy Griffith Show, George Lindsay Sr. And it's a really neat experience to know that he played, and now, you know, in the show, and then I'm in the TV series. I wasn't in the movie because of COVID, but now I made it into the TV series, and so what a neat little circle of life.
110 apple, take one.
It's just neat to be involved in something that's so wholesome. And, you know, and everybody on the set is nice. Everybody treats everybody with kid gloves. And there's nobody's full of themselves, and it was just everybody. I mean, it was my first day on the set, and it was just like, come on, nice to see you. I'm like, oh, okay. It makes me grin, you know, and it's nice to be in. I do a lot of these odd independent movies where, you know, you can't show them at my dad's film festival. They're pretty R-rated, but this is rated R for ridiculous.
Yes! Yes!
So it was great to have George come out and be a part of. So he's in several scenes actually that kind of go over the course of the series, all shot in one day. But so he's got a nice recurring role in Mayberry Man the series. So now let's hear from Karen Knotts. Karen, Don Knotts' daughter, she did make it into the film, the Mayberry Man movie, but she portrayed herself. She was at the festival, Mayberry Fest, and was there as the Grand Marshal of the parade, I believe, and you know, representing, you know, her father, Don Knotts. But when we started talking to Karen about doing the series, she said, you know what, it would be really fun if I could play a character. And so we got the wheels started turning and created this role for her. It's a supporting role in the township. So Allan Newsome, Floyd the Barber, tribute artist, his day job is he's like the town manager, works in the township. And so Karen plays Janet, who works in the office. So I think she explains a little bit of that, but so she's playing a character this time around. So that was a lot of fun, and I'll let her tell you a little more about it.
None of this. Very subtle. We can move. Be surprised. And then,
Well, my character Janet is studying jujitsu, and so the people in the office, the Floyd and Barney characters, she sort of finagles them into helping her out, and they end up getting some situations not quite to their liking, but they will do it to help her because she's their friend and their co-worker. I am so excited to be part of this. It's wonderful. It's like just my dad's legacy, and now I can even be a part of that too, and work with wonderful people like all of these wonderful actors and Stark Howell and Court Howell and just everybody. It's amazing. If you're a fan of the Andy Griffith Show or of my dad, Don Knotts, what you might think about this is that it is ongoing. Even though the stars are not with us anymore, most of them are not with us anymore, the characters live on. They live on in the framework of these tribute artists who are keeping their memory alive, keeping Mayberry alive, the spirit of a small town that has a heart of gold and whose town folk are more important than anything else. Just the people themselves, the characters. And that's something that we don't see much anymore. Television has become very effects oriented and very, I don't know what you want to say, but it's kind of gone away from character. And this brings that character back, and it brings it back to the heart.
All right. Thank you, Karen. So again, we have longer interviews that someday we'll get to share with you. takes a lot of time to go through all this behind the scenes footage. But I wanted to get some out to you so you could just whet the appetite on what's been going on the set, the stories from our Hollywood production. And there's so much more. There's many more interviews. We'll continue to bring them to you on these lives. But again, I want to sort of shift focus a little bit and get the word out about Mayberry Man, the movie, right? Because we're going to be waiting for a little while for this series. I mean, we're not even done shooting it yet. So we still have another shoot date in the future. And then a lot of editing and post-production and all that stuff. We are still, welcoming new supporters, new contributors. If someone wants to go to Indiegogo, the website Indiegogo, and get involved, you can still contribute, and then you'll get early access to the series and DVDs, shirts, all that kind of stuff. You can find that through mayberryman.com or mayberrymanseries.com. Have links that'll take you to the Indiegogo page. But we're shifting in. We're going to start sharing more movie stuff. And so let's take a look, because if you haven't seen it in a while, it's always worth a watch. Let's take a look at our Mayberry Man movie trailer.
Hi, Craig, give me the elevator pitch.
Hey, picture this.
Chris Stone is a Hollywood movie star.
You're Chris Stone!
Yes, thank you. I am Chris Stone.
Living life in the fast lane.
I didn't know it was his daughter.
Mr. Stone!
But all of that is about to change.
All rise. You were observed driving 105 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone.
I'm sentencing you to Mayberry Fest.
Welcome to Mayberry Fest.
Have you ever heard of Mayberry Fest?
Dad used to go to it every year.
You know what's gonna happen to me when I show up there? I'm gonna get mobbed.
Mr. Chris Stone, the son of Walter Stone from season 3.
Cal.
No.
Clay.
No.
Howdy. Cliff.
I'm Chris Stone.
No, that's not it. You two are gonna love it.
Mr. Stone?
Hey.
We are glad to have you, Nick.
Chris, you're a regular guy. How would you make a move on her?
I don't think I would make a move on her. I would probably just, try and get to know her first.
We have really good coffee here.
I don't drink coffee.
Oh, okay.
Why isn't there a Mr. Kate?
Why isn't there a Mrs. Stone?
I don't care about Mayberry Fest. I certainly don't care about Dad or his career.
Who's your dad, man?
No, he was your dad.
Stupid am I?
You don't understand.
No, I understand. You're a bigger phony than I thought you were.
There comes a time in everyone's life when things get complicated. Mayberry isn't just a place. It's a state of mind. It's in Georgia, it's in Indiana, it's even in California.
Hey, Dad, guess where I am? I'm at Mayberry Fest.
Shazam!
So that is the movie trailer from Mayberry Man, the movie. It's currently on Amazon, and soon it'll be a lot more places. But I'm going to roll right into our trailer, early trailer for the series. And I'd love to hear what you think. Coming from the movie into the series, put your comments in about if you think this sizzle reel for the series kind of holds up.
They live in Mayberry. They love all things Mayberry. And when new folks visit, they fall in love too. From the writer and director of Mayberry Man, a new series that celebrates the spirit of Mayberry. New characters, new stories. Same Mayberry spirit. Wholesome family entertainment, just like the good old days. Mayberry Man, the series.
So that was sort of our general audience sort of sizzle reel for the series. And so then I'm going to follow that with, we also did sort of a romance version of our trailer for the series. So take a look at this one.
They live in Mayberry. They love all things Mayberry. And when new folks visit, they fall in love too. From the writer and director of Mayberry Man, a new series that celebrates the spirit of Mayberry with a romantic twist. Starring Brett Varvel as Hollywood leading man Chris Stone, Ashley Elaine as Mayberry's sweetheart, with Jacob Winter, and introducing Emmy Wright, a nostalgic take on modern romance with a healthy dose of old-fashioned Mayberry spirit. Wholesome family entertainment, just like the good old days. Mayberry Man, the series.
So there you go. That was to sort of capitalize on sort of maybe the Hallmark angle a little bit with sort of the romance storylines, which there are. You know, in the movie, we never, as Kate or as Ashley was saying in her little interview, we didn't really develop that fully. But in the series, it's all in there. The Chris and Kate storyline. Shane has a love interest. It's much, that's the advantage of doing a series. You can do so much more with the characters and tell a lot more stories. So that is what I've got for you tonight. I'm going to leave you with just our little series animation, and just keep sharing, keep telling people about Mayberry Man. And if you don't have the movie yet, grab a DVD at weaversdepartmentstore.com or head over to Amazon where you can rent it tonight. And we appreciate your support. This was a grassroots production, a grassroots project, and we thank everyone for their support. And we'll see you next week.